Hey, big boy, you ready to introduce yourself to YouTube? Do those slow blinks mean yes? Alright, let's do this. This is Sir George, also known as George, Georgie, Sweetheart, Big Boy, and to his great displeasure, Mr. Poopy Pants. We've been posting videos here for a little while now, and we are well overdue for a formal introduction to this channel's namesake. So let's get into it. George is a ragdoll cat, and he's named after George Weasley from the Harry Potter series, which in retrospect cracks me up a little because I don't envision him as a George Weasley now that I know his personality. I still love the name George though. He just turned 2 years old, and he's a Gemini. Now, I don't know much about astrology, but I figured maybe somebody else would hear that and say, oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. So if it does, let me know. Things George loves: bacon, Parmesan crisps, people with cat allergies, classical music, particularly violin concertos, documentaries where big cats go hunting, springs, crinkle balls, chin and cheek rubs, the bathtub, the sink, napping with his belly up, and feet. I mean, he really loves feet. Things George hates: getting his butt cleaned, hair dryers, me getting a full night's sleep, closed doors, and getting rejected by Eleanor. Personality-wise, George is a bit of a needy boy and a sensitive soul. Whenever he feels like he's not getting enough attention, like at 3 in the morning, he will literally scream or try and knock things off shelves and dismantle the TV. He definitely knows how to get my attention, but the attention he wants most is Eleanor's. George loves playing with her, but often gets too rough and too aggressive, and she'll reject him, which deeply upsets him, and then he'll come find me to complain.
Georgie, it is so hard.
Like I said, a sensitive soul. The funniest part about it to me is that he complains that she won't play, that he feels rejected. But then when I try and play with him, he wants nothing to do with me. Typically, he prefers to play independently or with Eleanor, although sometimes I get lucky and he'll like to play a game of fetch with me. He's very cuddly, and I'd consider him to be a lap cat, but it has to be on his terms. He's outgoing and makes himself comfortable with strangers pretty quickly. He's just a little fluffy lover boy, and honestly kind of reminds me of a puppy sometimes. When George was a little kitten, he was not very vocal, would let out some meows and squeaks every now and then, but once his sister Eleanor came into the picture, she really taught him how to vocalize, and now he is a very vocal boy. Not so much with the meows, but just lots of grumbles. Complains about this, complains about that. He's just a dramatic guy. Physically, George isn't all that big for a ragdoll, and despite the name Big Boy, he only weighs about 13 pounds. His coloring and pattern is called Seal Lynx Bicolor. The seal refers to the dark brown color across his face, back, and tail. Lynx refers to the tabby stripes he has, and bicolor refers to the white pattern mixed into the brown, so that white inverted V on his face is the hallmark sign of a bicolor ragdoll. What makes George special is the little smudge he has on his cheek and nose. This is considered a mismark or an imperfection, but I think it's just the cutest. He has very fluffy paws, and all of his beans are pink except for this one paw pad on his right front paw. Got any questions about George? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for tuning in to us. We'll do our best to continue cranking out more videos featuring Sir George and Lady Eleanor. Toodles!